twitch of the death.
Here are movies that I'm actually excited, and some others that I am actually not really sure and kind of worried. Alright, firstly, we gotta go to the exciting part. I'm so excited for this movie right here, Werewolf. Oh man, I'm so excited for this one. Robert Eggers is literally one of the best directors ever, made so many masterpieces, including one of the best freaking remakes like ever, and that of course it's Nosferatu. Literally a masterpiece, literally was one of my favorite movies I ever saw. And after that, I saw it on my birthday. Yeah, I saw it on my birthday, and it was awesome. Oh, speaking about Nosferatu, do you know what day this movie comes out? Yeah, Christmas Day. Christmas Day of all things. Oh my gosh, man, Robert, you really love releasing recent horror movies on Christmas time. You should totally do the Christmas Carol, not gonna lie. Alright, next movie I'm so excited for is Evil Dead Burn. I am super freaking hype about this. Like seriously, I am such a huge Evil Dead fan, and literally, like, every single Evil Dead movie has been not bad. I mean, can you believe that? There has not been a bad Evil Dead movie, and this right here is going to be such a banger. They haven't basically released like 80 trailers, but they did show this behind the scenes clip.
Action.
That right there shows it all, that this movie is going to be such a freaking banger. Alright, next movie I'm actually excited for is The Mummy. Would you hate me that I actually say that I'm more excited for this than the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Yeah. Don't get me wrong, the Super Mario Galaxy movie looks really good, not gonna lie, looks really good. But I'm more excited with this. I am such a huge Mummy fan, like such a huge Mummy fan. And I always wonder, when are we ever gonna get a freaking scary Mummy film? We literally have never gotten a scary Mummy film like since like ever. Like, I think the last time we ever kind of got it was the 1930s freaking, Mummy film. And don't you say the Brendan Fraser one, because that movie was more action than horror. And I'm not saying I don't like the Brendan Fraser movie. I love that movie. It's my childhood. Love it. And for the look of the trailer alone, it looks like it's going to be such a scary movie. Like, oh man, like, so excited for this film. This movie looks great. And at last, for the movie that I'm really excited for mostly is Scream 7. Now, yes, sirree, I know a lot of people are pretty gonna say, like, oh, why are you so excited? This movie's gonna be trash. And I'm gonna say maybe or maybe not it could be trash, but we do not know. Because I'm not gonna lie, for the trailer, it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna burn it all down.
Mother...
And yes, sirree, I know people are basically upset that it's not going to be the Scream 7 that we wanted to see, because literally, what happened with the whole drama and stuff going on. But yeah, I totally get that. But I'm not going to lie, it's actually cool that the original writer is directing this, and not to say it's gonna basically be so cool. And if Matthew Lillard is not Ghostface, then I don't know why is he gonna be in it? Like, is he gonna be like the ghosts, like like Billy and all that? Like, we'll figure out when the movie comes out. I don't know. All right, now let's talk about the movies I'm so worried about, and that is, one of them is this. This right here is gonna be, get this, a Faces of Death remake. If some of you guys don't know, Faces of Death was a 1978 film, which is basically kind of like a documentary showing literally footages of people dying. I literally tried watching this, like, I think it was like on Tubi or whatever, and I could not finish watching it. I was so disturbed by this film. This movie was so freaking, like, so disturbing. Because supposedly most of the footages, or at least like half of the footages, are absolute real footage of people dying. Yeah, I think I've heard supposedly it's like basically half of it was real and half of it was like literally fake. But you do not know which basically is real or fake, and that's what's so disturbing about it. The movie was actually such a hit, they actually made sequels, and it actually gets worse and worse and worse. So now we're going to get a remake of Faces of Death. How are you going to do a remake of Faces of Death? Like, how is that going to work? I guess we'll find out whatever the trailer and whatever the movie comes out this year. Alright, the next film I'm kind of worried is this movie right here, Gale, Yellow Brick Road. So this is actually going to be a freaking horror movie based around, well, if you can tell, based on The Wizard of Oz. Making a horror movie based on The Wizard of Oz has been a thing since like throughout like years. One of the most famous examples is this movie that's called Yellow Brick Road, released in 2010. I've heard it's actually kind of mixed and all that, and for the pictures, I could totally basically tell why. So yeah, I'm kind of worried. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the trailer, it looks good. The trailer actually looks pretty good. It looks like a fun movie.
And whatever began with my grandmother is coming back to finish with me.
But I just don't really know because, well, I don't know. I'm just kind of worried that this is not going to slap. And at last, the final movie that I'm actually very worried about is the Return of the Living Dead, like, new movie. So, yeah, Return of the Living Dead is returning again. We definitely do know that Return of the Living Dead, like, the sequels after, like, the two sequels after the third film were absolute trash. I mean, absolute freaking trash. Like, why in the world would you basically literally keep making more of these? I mean, I think the last good one was Return of the Living Dead 3. That was a very good one. So why in the world you have to keep on making more of it? And not just that, now coming back with a sixth freaking film. Not only that, it's going to be a Christmas movie, and it's going to be taking place 18 months after the original film. Meaning, basically, Return of the Living Dead 6 is basically going to be literally the real deal Return of the Living Dead 2. I don't know. I mean, for that freaking like teaser alone, it looks pretty cool, but I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm just kind of worried that this is going to suck. Alright, that's all the horror films I'm excited, and some of the others I'm actually worried. This is Colton, signing out.